Hi, I'm Paul Lynde. And boy, have I got a secret. From Hollywood, the show that reveals all, I've Got a Secret. And now let's meet the star of I've Got a Secret, Steve Allen.
Thank you. Hi. Hello, and thank you for all that noise, and good evening all around. Welcome to the new I've Got a Secret show. And now we'll meet tonight's panel. And first of all, a man it's always a pleasure to meet, my old buddy Henry Morgan. Next, blonde and beautiful Meredith McCrae. From Laugh-In, the very funny Richard Dawson. And the always funny lady, Pat Carroll. And that's our marvelous panel. How are you, Henry? I haven't seen you in a long time.
I am very well, thank you. It's nice to see you.
You look very well. It's nice to be seen.
You look a lot better without your mustache, which I thought was sort of funny.
Sorry I brought it up. Okay, let's get to our first guest. May we have him, please? Would you fly in, sir? Hey! Oh, thank you very much. How are you? When I say, will you fly in, it really happens.
I really did, didn't I?
If you'll forgive me for belaboring the obvious, sir, you look very much like the famous comic book character Captain Marvel.
So I've been told.
May I then, for the time being anyway, refer to you as Captain Marvel?
Please do, sure.
Okie doke. Captain, if you'll whisper your secret to me, we'll let the audience in on what it is. The panel Captain Marvel's secret concerns something about him. It's not much of a clue, but these are the times we live in. We'll start the questioning with Meredith McCrae.
Yes, Captain Marvel, do you have anything to do with the actual comic strip character?
No, I don't, Meredith. Nothing at all.
Do you have any type of a degree to do what you do? I mean, is that part of your secret? Did you have to get your degree to do your secret?
No, my academic background has nothing to do with
it.
This particular
would it
thing.
help us if we connected you possibly with a sport in connection with what you do?
No, it might be interesting, but it wouldn't help you a bit.
Well, your occupation, then, would have nothing to do with it either.
There is some relevance,
Okay.
yes.
Do you do what you do indoors?
Yes, I do.
It could probably happen both ways. 1 down and 3 to go. Dickie Dawson.
Captain Marvel, were you made by Mattel?
I don't know if my folks would appreciate that or not.
He has no key in his back. I just...
No, nothing at all.
Your secret, Captain Marvel, something to do, like, do you collect something?
No, I don't. Nothing at all.
Are you the #1 expert in a certain field?
Sometimes I like to think I am, but no, that has nothing to do with it either.
Is the fact that you're dressed this way anything to do, would give us a big clue to what your secret is tonight?
Most assuredly. Very definitely.
I'm very glad to hear that.
Dick's not getting the message. Well, I can understand. It's a very sneaky secret. 2 down and 2 to go. Pat?
Captain Marvel, would it have something to do with a theatrical thing?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, absolutely nothing.
No. I'm sorry.
Would it have to do, then it has to do with your expertise in something, indoors or outdoors. Is it any athletic accomplishment?
No, it isn't.
Nothing theatrical?
Nothing.
Does it have anything to do with aeronautics?
In a way, it does. In a sense.
You're an angel.
Thank you.
That narrows the gap somewhat. Henry, you're our last hope.
Well, does it have anything to do with flying?
No, it really doesn't.
Really doesn't.
There's a little sense to one side that it does, but his answer will still stand.
Now, the fact that you flew in, well, I want to use that as a base. There's a clue in there, right?
It's a flying base.
Yes, most assuredly, sure.
Okay. But what you do is inside, but you don't fly.
That's correct.
Yeah. Do you have anything to do with the controlling of the positions of aircraft?
No, absolutely nothing.
Do you ever go to an airport?
Quite often, yes, I do.
Where do you go?
I go down to Torrance and do aerobatics over or west of Palos Verdes.
But this has nothing to do with your secret.
No,
I see.
As I said, this was a very sneaky secret. This happens to be really Captain Marvel. It's Captain Bill Marvel of the United States Air Force.
Oh.
And as you've already seen, evidenced, he's a very quick-minded and highly intelligent young gentleman, and the reason for the funny get-up, outside of the fact that it's nice for our purposes, is that he is celebrating his promotion just now from lieutenant to captain. What is your specific field, Captain?
By profession, I'm an astronautical engineer, which is really the design and the on-orbit operation of spacecraft systems, and that's what I'm involved in within the Air Force.
Must be very exciting. Where are you stationed?
Right here in Los Angeles. I live in Manhattan Beach, and I work at an organization in El Segundo, just down the road a ways.
I imagine with a name like Captain Marvel, you must have some pretty funny experiences on the phone. People think you're kidding.
They used to be funny, but they're getting to be a real problem.
Can you think of any examples?
One particular situation that occurred shortly after I was promoted a few weeks back. Normally, I answer the phone, Space Operations Captain Marvel, and generally I get a response that's reasonable because I know the person. This one particular situation was a fellow from the East Coast. He had no idea who I was, and I answered the phone that way, and he said, "Yeah, right, and I'm Superman. Let me talk to your boss."
Well, Captain, you have a fine sense of humor. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Keep them flying.
Thank you very much.
For Captain Marvel, we have a set of Samsonite silhouette luggage, a beauty case, overnight case in Pullman with concealed lock, satin, and scuff stain refinish. Samsonite, we make travel a little easier. And I've got a secret. We'll continue right after this.
Howdy. Dick Dawson said the captain was just hijacked on the way to his dressing room. Let's see if we have any more contestants backstage. This show must go on longer than this. Yes, there they are. Yes. I happen to know this gentleman personally, panel, and I'm sure some of you probably do too. He is one of the world's best-known photographers. His name is Peter Gowland, and the lady on my left we will refer to for the time being as Miss X. I know you've all seen Mr. Gowland's pictures in your favorite magazines. He's known as the nation's foremost portrayer of the female form. Panel, the secret that Mr. Gowland and Miss X share concerns this specific magazine. Now, if you folks will whisper your secret to me, we'll let the world know what we're talking about. And Miss X, you have something to add to that? I see. All right. Ours not to reason why, panel. Their secret concerns something he did and something she did, and we'll start the questioning this time with Pat Carroll.
Is it Mr. Galvin?
It's Gowland.
Gowland,
Like a
excuse
cow.
me. May I ask you, does this secret, it has to do with the magazine, did it have to do with your profession as a photographer?
Yes, in a way.
Was it a particular story you had to cover?
No.
Was it a particular picture you had to take?
No, I didn't have to.
It was more pleasure than duty. Was it saucy? It was saucy.
In
I'd
my
like to
view,
stop
yes.
right here. Did it have to do with the nature of the photograph?
Yes.
Good start, Pat. 1 down, 3 to go. Henry?
I don't know what Pat means when she says saucy. Was it dirty?
Exactly, Henry.
Are you asking me?
Yes, Peter.
I don't think so.
In that case, did a court think so?
Well, I don't think it's come to trial yet or anything.
No, it's nothing nearly that bad.
No, we're just putting... It was...
Oh, I'm sort of losing interest. Miss X, I beg your pardon. Are you in this picture?
No.
Did you have anything to do with it?
Yes.
Were you the editor, for example?
No.
If you weren't in it, you had something to do with it.
Yes.
Did you, and you didn't commission it because Peter said he didn't have to take it.
Right.
Did you, complain about it?
No.
2 down, 2 to go. Meredith?
Would it help us to determine what you actually did have to do with it, Miss X?
Yes, I
Indeed,
think it would
that would be
help.
half
As
the secret.
opposed to what type of magazine it is?
Yes.
Yes, okay. You definitely weren't photographed. Was it your idea?
No,
Not really, no.
Were you there when he took the picture?
Well, yes, but
If we could reword your question, which of course we cannot, there's a sense in which she was there. I'll clear it up that much.
You say a sense. Does this have anything to do with any of the occult arts or ESP, something like that?
No.
An imaginary, type of photo?
no.
Dickie Dawson.
Peter,
Yes.
were you the subject of the photograph and not necessarily the photographer? Were you?
Yes, I was.
Just blink your eyes once for yes, Peter. Did you take the picture, Miss X?
Yes.
Yes.
Would this be like the infamous Burt Reynolds, a nude centerfold starring you? Yes? Is it, yes? Is that it?
However, as I indicated in the comment to Henry, the actual situation is not nearly as racy or saucy, to use Pat's word, as you might assume, because Miss X is really Mrs. Alice Gowland. You see?
It makes it all right.
So that keeps it in the family. Now, as we all know, as Dick mentioned, Burt Reynolds was the first to pose that way in a magazine. And I suppose you're all anxious to see Peter's picture because when you're second, you try harder, you know?
Certainly do.
So we have it here. And there's the centerfold. And fortunately, there was a palm frond there, so no real harm done. But Peter is nevertheless standing there feeling rather cool. The magazine, if we can call it that, is titled Reflections, and it happens to be the Santa Monica College Annual. And its editor... It's...
Sweet are the uses of progressive education.
Yes, something like that. Anyway, the editor of it is a young lady, and it was her idea, and it shows that with today's young people...
Her name was Susan Yannick. I should mention that.
Yes.
Does she have any film left, Peter?
Susan Yannick.
Yeah.
To ask the basic question, I'm sure if they ask you to do that, what would you say, honestly?
Well, I have seen more of me than most people have, and I imagine I charge quite a price because if you saw me that way, you'd laugh.
All right. Well, which leads to this question, Peter. Why? Why did you say yes?
Well, I thought about it. I didn't really want to do it, but I thought I'd be a coward if I didn't do it. Because I photographed so many girls, I'd be a hypocrite. And I wish I'd done it when I was 20 instead of what I am now.
Well, you're still looking very good shape indeed. I imagine you work very closely with your husband in his work, don't you?
Oh, you can bet I do.
Especially now.
Right.
Well, thank you very much, both of you, and good luck to you in the future. Thank you.
The Gowlands will receive a St. Mary's fine quality automatic electric blanket, machine washable and dryable. St. Mary's instant high fashion for your bed. I've Got a Secret continues after these messages.
Now we welcome tonight's special guest, Mr. Paul Lynde. We have a lot of friends here. And I imagine one of the reasons they're applauding so heartily, Paul, is because of your new show. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
No matter how big ratings are, there are always a few people who don't see a given show. So for them, would you explain what the show is about?
Well, it's Ozzie and Harriet.
All over again.
Only this time I'm saying the lines. No, and I just hope a little better. No, there's nothing new
What do you
left.
play?
A father.
A father.
Yeah.
All right.
I know it's hard to believe.
We all have to go sometime. All right. Well, Paul, if you'll whisper your secret to me, we'll show the audience what it is. Ah. My goodness. That's really impressive. Okay. Panel, Paul's secret concerns something he did, and we'll start the game with Henry this time.
Mr. Lynde, when Steve said it was impressive, was he kidding, or was it something really impressive?
Herculean.
I wasn't kidding, actually.
Did it take great physical aptitude to do this thing?
Probably the most painful thing I've ever done.
If you meant, however, like, you know, lifting 900 pounds or something.
I don't know what I meant. It's just a question I
No.
used.
In that sense, the answer would be no.
Oh, now, what was the question? All right. Anyway, you didn't need physical... did you need great dexterity?
No, no.
Well, let's put it this way. Could I conceivably have done this?
I've...
Be honest.
I know you. I've known you for many years. No, to my knowledge, no.
That's not to say, Henry, that you shouldn't, you understand. Whatever that means.
Yeah.
1 down, 3 to go, Meredith.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Meredith.
How are you?
Fine.
Nice to see you both.
When you say it's something that you did, is it something that you did recently?
No.
Is it something you did quite a number of years ago?
Yes.
Did you get a certain degree?
No.
Were you in college when this happened, though?
About then.
But that would be irrelevant.
About then. But
2 down, 2 to go, Richard Dawson.
Hi, Paul.
It's Alan Seuss.
I hear you're dating the chimp. This particular thing you did, would it be something you could do in the bath?
In the bath?
No.
In the bath.
Well, not entirely. Although it could be done, but it would be the worst possible way to do it, I would think.
Would it be anything to do with eating?
Yes.
Is it some form of a record that you achieved?
No record.
Was it an eating contest you entered?
You're so sweet. No eating contest.
You're in the right neighborhood, but you're going in the wrong direction. Pat, your turn.
Hello, Paul.
Hello, Pat.
Paul, did it have to do, since it had to do with eating, did it have to do with the reverse of eating?
Yes.
It had to do with one of the reverses of eating.
I think we've been to the same college, Paul. Did it have to do in any way with losing weight?
Yes.
Is the secret how much?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Paul. Was it over 50? Not
Yes.
years, pounds.
Yes.
I've been there, Paul. I'm still visiting. It was over 50, over 75?
Yes.
Was it over 100?
Now watch.
Was it...
No, you were very close around the right
I knew
neighborhood.
she'd guess.
You were just 10 pounds away. He lost 90 pounds. Paul used to weigh 260 pounds. Amazing. Now, lest you think, and how rarely we hear the word lest anymore, but lest you think, we have here evidence that the thing really did happen. This was Paul as a chubby little fella. How old were you then, Paul?
About 9.
Weren't you the King family at one time?
What started you on the road to fat? I mean, was your mother a great cook, or...
Well, I came from a house that at lunch, if we talked at all, it was about what we were going to have for dinner. Really.
I see.
No, Mom cooked in wash tubs. We had no kettles, no pans. It was incredible, and I think it's the most important thing is the way you ate as a child.
Oh, yes.
Our beverage was gravy.
Everybody who diets occasionally goes crazy and, wilds it up one night. When you do that, what do you like to eat now? If you could eat for 2 days anything you wanted, what would you jump on first?
Well, I'd say a jar of mayonnaise with a spoon. I love Miracle Whip. Mayonnaise is too strong. Miracle Whip, look, got a little sugar in it.
Seriously, what was your diet? What kind of a diet?
Well, I've been on every diet there is. Absolutely. Every diet, and graduated and put it back. And right now I'm on the women's ski diet, Olympic ski diet. And believe me, you can't ski on that diet. You'd black out. going down the hills. But it's the most successful diet I've been on.
And what are its particulars?
It's just under 1,000 calories, no matter what combination of the foods you're allowed to have. Plus, it's a combination of 6 glasses of water. The reason why it's a very good diet is there is something on it of anything you might crave. There's oil, there's butter, there's fruit, there's meat, there's bread. And so as a result, I think the best diet is the one that when you go off it, it's not such a shock when you start eating what we call normally, and that's like...
Good point. Dick Dawson has a question.
Yeah, I happen to know another good diet, should that not work for you. It's called the Mayor Yorty diet. You just eat when Mayor Yorty's in town.
Yes, Henry.
This question doesn't go anywhere, but just out of curiosity, were you an only child?
No, I was one of 6.
Were the others...
And the only fat child.
That's interesting. Not to me, but... it's interesting.
What did you have for breakfast today?
I didn't have breakfast because I ate late last night. No, I tell you, usually when I wake up in the morning, around my bed, it looks like a cafeteria. No, I really, when it no longer matters, that's the way I want to go. I'll have to be cremated. There'll be no coffin that could hold me. I'd like to weigh about 700.
Well, if you do, you'll have a new secret, and we hope you'll come back and tell us about it. Thank you very much, Paul. Great to see you. Paul Lynde.
For Paul Lynde, we have a Mallory cassette recorder with Duratape, the cassette tape with built-in head cleaner for clean, clear sound, and Duracell battery. Duracell, the long-distance power cell. I've Got a Secret continues after this.
You know, Paul's on Wednesday nights on ABC, as we were mentioning earlier, and he was just telling us something interesting during the preceding commercial, that while he was waiting to hear that the decision for a show would be favorable, which happily it was, you put on how many pounds?
28 pounds. Wow. And took it off again. That's called anxiety, which all these marvelous people, we live under it all the time. It's the disease of the actor.
You don't really live on 1,000 calories a day, though.
I'm off it now, but
eat a little something, you'll feel better.
No, but I think a lot of people that have the obesity problem, it's a disease, and it's a year-round job, and it's a cross that we all have to bear.
Okay, well, keep dieting, folks, and we'll see you next week at the same time. Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you, panel. Bye-bye. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for I've Got a Secret, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.